video clip contains strong language and has therefore been rated 18 plus by the YouTube NECCA. Viewer discretion is advised. YouTube, NECCA, and the makers of this video do not condone the usage of foul language in any situation or circumstance. The explicit content shown within this clip may also be disturbing viewing for mature adults. All people in and involved with this video are innocent until proven guilty.
Yo, what's goody people? We are back on the Fite4New podcast this evening. We had a, later evening start, but we hope that everybody's home, enjoying the evening, nice chill, had a great weekend. You feel me? Remember, Mondays do not have to be a drag as long as you think positive and just do your best to make better every day. I am one half of the show, your boy Cash First. Catch me on Instagram at the Fite4New. My co-host Z Dot will not be here with us this evening, but who we have, a man who pretty much at this point doesn't need much of an introduction, but let me tell you something, he is a motherfucking traveling porcupine, making it happen, helping candidates left and right. And hopefully we can make some amazing things happen here in NYC. We have a great opportunity right now. It's capitalized on properly and effectively. My boy, Fite4Liberty.
What up, what up, what up? Thanks for having me back, Cash.
You're always welcome, you know that.
Always make me feel like I'm on the show.
Love it. Appreciate that CBD here.
Yes. This is CBD. Which is a lie. There's CBD. So, there's always CBD.
Word up. So, we have an amazing opportunity at our disposal right now, so we need to capitalize on it. I like right now what's going on. I'm seeing, some effort being taken. Today was the first day of this being, a great stretch from here on out. So, God bless to that.
Amen. Mother Nature coming in clutch this weekend, just making everything better.
But yeah, again, we have an opportunity. Shout out Stacey. Hopeful victor. Has turned out. And for those wondering,
Bill de Blasio.
for those, wondering, can de Blasio run again? We're here. That's how we are. Negative. So, just...
No, I don't think he would want to run again, even if he could.
We've seen him under the bus. So, don't laugh for de Blasio, man. Let's give it a shout out to de Blasio. Who come on the bus?
Gotta go, boys. Gotta go. But yeah, so if anybody wants to be involved, it's going to be an awesome fucking opportunity to spread liberty through the best city in the world. Please go to pressmanformayor.com. You can sign up to volunteer. You can donate. Either of those things or both of those things. Do that, please. Thank you. We're doing some awesome shit, and we're gonna do more awesome shit.
Facts on that.
So shout out Stacey Pressman for being the first campaign I've ever worked on where I can publicly say we're doing awesome shit and not get in trouble for saying we're doing awesome shit, publicly representing the campaign. I love Stacey. And that's how I think politics
should be. There we go. That's something I've been meaning to talk about for a very long time. This whole indoctrinated mindset. Oh, politicians have to be all proper, blah blah blah. But one thing I like being the fucking lies. The people that they'll promise you, yeah, we're gonna create a transparent
Listen,
we're gonna restore your constitutional rights. We're gonna make sure that you have amazing paying jobs. We're gonna decriminalize any type of substance you wanna indulge in, no matter what type of caliber it is.
I don't normally say that. I don't normally pretend to be pro-legal age. At least
So
they still get a buzzer. Fuck them.
But yeah, a lot of them, tap dancing and shit like that. Then along with that, just blatantly don't do it. And it's on us as well. We gotta hold ourselves accountable. Not individually, we're speaking generally as a population. People get present more to that. And just a little bit less on Mr. Sports. So think about what you want to be for. You can advocate for libertarians and just realize, okay, this is money to vote for. Boom. Very fucking simple, and it can be done. It can be done.
To what you're talking about the shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to jump to.
Yeah.
But go ahead. You're on a great
it's
start.
There's a difference to me between like etiquette and like script and like clean. I still have good etiquette most of the time.
You do.
I'm a gentleman. We're not on here talking about like who we've been fucking or like we're not talking. We're not being gross or like I still like to consider myself a gentleman most of the time and that I have decent etiquette and I'm pretty buttoned up. But you don't have to be like you can say fuck. Like you can like I don't trust people that don't curse.
Yeah,
I've said that
exactly.
before and I'll say it
Hold
again.
on.
You don't curse around because here's the thing. I don't believe you. Right? That's the thing. If you don't curse, I don't believe you because nobody doesn't curse. In 2021, everyone curses, even if it's in their head. If you're under the age of like 45, you curse every day, even if it's just in your head. And if I've never cursed, that means I've never heard the real you. And so if I've never heard you curse, I don't trust you for shit. And so I'm not gonna vote for you either. Right? Like, why should I vote when I don't trust? So until I hear Andrew Yang say something like, "Man, fuck these hoe ass police."
He said that.
I don't think I can call him because I'm not a pussy ass bitch.
Now, some people asking for the link to watch this.
Yeah. The more the merrier. People come on in and have a good time.
Hold on, so in a second. Yo, how we sounding now? All right, yeah, I think we're good money right now. Let me get a quick confirmation here. Yo.
we sounded up in this bitch.
Hold on, we about to find out. For those watching, we apologize. Okay, so
You sound good.
alright, let's try. Oh. Testing. Testing.
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear over here.
Okay, now it's starting to sound better. Okay, I think it just needed to stabilize, and it's all good because we've seen this also happen on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Fight. Give me a quick sentence. What do you love about libertarians?
You know what I love our ability to smoke a lot of weed. Just kidding. What do I love about libertarians? I love the fact that libertarianism it has the ability to answer almost every life question that you could possibly ask. I would love some people to challenge me on that sometime. If y'all don't believe me, add me on Twitter. Ask me a fucking question. I'll answer it with libertarianism.
Alright, I think we're good now. And yeah, you know, for those who want a challenge, there it is. There it is. Get it.
I'm only like 80% sure that I can hold my own in this. I'm sure there's gonna be arguments.
No,
I don't know.
You do amazing.
But this is gonna be fucking fun.
Yeah, you do amazing. And some people, they'll never be able to, get over their opinions. Because you and I, we're about the same. We keep it constitutional.
Facts.
Testing. It keeps going in and out. Let's see.
Where's your mic at?
Right here. So let's see.
What the hell is going on
Perfect.
Twitter
Right now we're good. Yeah.
How am I getting added on Twitter in a message about 11 girlfriends and illegal pornography? Why is that what's getting talked about in my mentions on Twitter? Twitter is fucking cesspool. Don't go on Twitter, people. Don't do it.
Should be. Man, I never was really intrigued by Twitter. I will say that. I was never intrigued by Twitter.
I will say it's a lot of fun when you have followers. So I had a great week this week. This might have been the best week of my life.
Oh,
not
God
gonna
bless.
lie.
God bless.
Yeah, it was a fucking awesome week. I got to talk to some really cool people. I got to schedule some super awesome shows coming up the next couple weeks. Last night I was in a clubhouse room with Justin Amash, Matt and Terry Kibbe, Hannah Cox, Eric Brakey, Jack Hunter, Zach Weisserberger.
A lot of big names. Just,
oh yeah. Like, I got a name drop because last night was fucking great. Earlier this week, I interviewed Phil Labonte from All That Remains. Next week, I've got a fucking former Miss India coming back on the show for the second time. I'm gonna have Scott Horton on the show in about a week and a half. Yeah, dude. It's gonna be a great fucking
the
time.
brother fight is on fire. Gotta love it, B.
We got the stimmy check, which fuck printing money, but I'm still gonna blow Joe Biden's money on weed and acid and shit. So so we did that.
Goodness. Thug life.
Went about half an ounce today. We about to I have an entire 12 hours blocked out of my schedule Tuesday night into Wednesday for a nice we'll say spiritual journey on some synthetic fun stuff. We're gonna drop some acid. I don't care. We can say that on YouTube actually. That's not a thing that's bad. YouTube actually doesn't really care that much about psychedelics. They would get more mad about the fact that I'm smoking this than they would that I just said I'm gonna drop acid, which is kind of interesting and cool on YouTube's part. They don't think psychedelics are that big of a deal.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, they don't care about talking about it. You don't have to do drugs on the show, but you can talk about drugs. They don't care.
Yeah, I'm a heavy, supporter of people's freedoms to, again, participate, engage, or indulge in anything that they choose to do, and they should only be penalized if they inflict or conduct harm or theft on outside individual, party, or entity,
Fact.
Besides that, yeah, everybody chill and all that, and as a libertarian, basic concept. Don't harm nobody. Be as well equipped as possible to protect yourself, but don't harm nobody. Don't take nobody's stuff. And with theft, I can be empathetic with theft, especially on the very first, theft attempt. It's why are you stealing? Let's try to figure out what you don't need to steal.
Right.
Very simple solutions. See what I mean? Simple solutions.
Most people that are stealing aren't stealing because they want to steal.
Lack of opportunity.
Also, I'll say though, if you're in that boat and you're a klepto, then that's a whole other conversation that we should have, because that's a psychological issue that you need help. Jail isn't gonna do shit for you either. That's not helpful. Yeah, I feel like most of the time, if you're stealing, jail is not the answer. Almost ever.
It's too harsh punish culture, and I'm big on jail reform as well, because these guys, shit ton of them are just harshly treated, and it's just well, the crime that they committed didn't necessarily equates to that tier of punishment. You feel me?
I'll shout out Rex Longhorn from Oklahoma LP. Had him on the show a little bit ago, and
wrong one.
that one's more accurate for Rex though. He's kind of yikes.
Oh, word. Shout out to him for being him and being yikes.
He was on my show a couple of, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and he was talking about how criminal justice is supposed to be rehabilitative, not punitive. We have a mentality of they need to be punished, right? That's
destroyed.
It's not
shit.
They need to be fixed or they need to be helped. It's they need to be punished. You want justice. they hurt you and you want justice, and that justice is like X amount of years behind bars, because fuck them, because you want justice. It's not fucking justice. Justice is making sure that they come out of this a better person.
Yep.
And so that they never do that to anybody else. And they're never in the situation where they have to ever do that to anybody else.
Exactly.
That's justice. That's making the world a better place. This whole, like, needing revenge. It's not justice. It's revenge. Like, we have a revenge-driven criminal justice system, and it's fucked up. We need a full, like, burn it down and revamp. Because it is
massive reform. You know, a heavy... You know, how Orange Man would say, drainage of the swamp. You feel me? I'm big on reforming so many things. You know, the ticket system for people driving, like, wild, whatever. Like, it's so simple. You know, just instead of having these red codes / infringement enforcers out here, just have basic traffic advocates, or, you know, task entity to just, like, if they see people driving crazy, just pull them over and be like, hey, you know, are you okay and all that, you know, drive more careful. Or if they're not okay, like, try to console them.
Yo, I don't even know if we have to worry about the fucking traffic cops in our revamp. Like, this is gonna take a couple years for us to be able to burn it down and start over. And
Doug left.
by then, I think self-driving cars are going to be a thing to the point where, like, traffic cops are not even going to be part of the conversation necessarily. Like, if people are fucking driving all crazy, like, the self-driving cars will get out of the way and everybody will be fine. Like,
I like and comprehend the idea of the self-driving cars. This is something a bit
I would want one, but I would be driving it myself pretty often. I love driving.
Yeah, how Larry always says. Shout out Larry Short, by the way.
Excellent.
Human over AI is always the best way to go.
I would challenge that, though. AI is usually better. And they don't whine about how much work you make them do.
So I say you disagree in regards to the labor aspect of
it. It depends on what we're talking about, right? Like, there's some things where I prefer human over anything. Like, I don't even shop online. I shop in store almost, like, 99.9% of the time. I shop in store.
Oh,
I don't buy anything online unless I can't find it around me. So, like, I prefer human interaction. I'm an extrovert to the max, so, like, I prefer human interaction over almost anything. But if we're talking about, like, say, data analytics or transportation systems, or like the programs for red lights scheduling, like, changing, like, those kinds of things have had AI implemented, and it's just better. They're just smarter than we are in a couple of ways. Like, they process numbers faster. Computers are a little bit smarter than humans in a lot of ways. So I think we can utilize AI where we can and where we want to, but obviously we still need some fail-safes that are humans, you know, to make sure that we're not, like...
Yeah, so we agree that, you know, oversight of human, you know, with labor of AI.
Yeah. I mean, shit, we use AI. I use AI almost every day. Fucking Facebook ads use AI to figure out who to put it in front of. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of AI in everybody's life, even if they don't think that there is.
Speaking of that, along with quote unquote polished politicians, imagine if we process the United States Constitution along with a heavy understanding of the Articles of Confederation and merge it together into, like, a complete sovereign volunteerist self-defense enabled and liberty individual driven enabled nation, and any politician like the AI will recognize anytime a politician is trying to bring about an infringement. And then the AI and then the AI will be like this and shit. Be like, what? Hold on, infringement detected.
Infringement detected. Infringement detected. Man, if we set that shit up right now with our current government, it would just be going off all the fucking time. It'd be like
this and shit.
Nah, it would fucking sound like some like switchboard
Continuous,
operator's
like,
office, just like phone.
Oh, that's hard to fucking.
So, in that conversation, I found it interesting. So I actually, in the conversation with Amash last night, he said that he doesn't think that anybody could like come up with something from scratch better than the Constitution. Facts. Shout out Amash. I hope he's not mad at me because I pushed back on him a couple of times last night. A little bit harsh. I felt like people were ganging up on Eric Brakey, who I normally don't like and don't support, but I think in the specific conversation we were having, I felt the need to back him up. It was like a 10-on-1 on debate, or 10-on-2 basically. Yeah, Amash said that he doesn't think that we could come up with anything from scratch better than the Constitution, and I actually disagree.
I could disagree with that as well, because what if you extensively...
That shit's 250 years old,
Like, I would get real extensive on it. You know, I would be... So it shall not be infringed, shall not be fucked with. You know?
Yeah, take those fucking commas out of the Second Amendment so people can't say no bullshit. Fuck off with the well-regulated militia, because what the fuck is that in 2021? We don't have those necessarily. I mean, we do. Shout out Magnus Panvidia and the Boot Boys. Fucking great-ass people. Some of them. Not all. Most.
God bless and shit, you know.
God bless.
Massive unity.
Yo, my man Magnus, actually, let's talk about this, because this was kind of what we were talking about earlier. My man Magnus went off last night on Twitter. He made a video where he was just, oh my god, I wonder if I can definitely play this shit. Because my man was going off, and I don't think I can say it any better than he said it last night, about liberty, unity, and just how much we need to stop with this fucking petty-ass bullshit. Hold on. Where, man, this man posts way too much shit. I gotta scroll back. Hold up. Where are we at? Here we go.
Over y'all. This culture war bullshit got you fucked up. Liberty Twitter has been obnoxious with this shit for the last month, and I'm fucking over it.
Oh,
this
wow.
can apply to plenty of other people, but the left-right libertarian thing, that's who I'm talking to right now. Y'all punch down and sideways so much that you are either ignorant as hell or you a fucking op. You're deliberately trying to cause problems. I don't know why I have to explain this, okay? But Dave Smith ain't fucking running around killing black people over fucking drugs. That's the cops, alright? Brianna Coyle isn't shutting down fucking churches and fucking all this bullshit, alright? That's not where the problems are coming from.
Exactly.
All y'all spending all this fucking energy, left-wing libertarians aren't real libertarians. Oh, all the right-wing libertarians are fucking racist. Fuck the Mises Caucus. Blah, blah, blah. Like, letting Nicholas Stallwork, or whatever the fuck his name is, live rent-free in your head. Y'all forget that we've been at war for like 20 fucking years? Y'all forget that I'm literally yelling at a smartphone right now that's spying on me and selling my data to the fucking federal government so they can put me on a watch list and come kill me? Y'all fucking forget that? Or are you gonna keep arguing over bullshit? We're gonna have to go through another 300 fucking comment thread of arguing over fucking transphobia or some bullshit with some dumbass random fucking nobody. Take that energy that you're using to argue with these fucking people that have no power, they have no control over the system. You go put it where it fucking matters, you know? Fucking, if Dave Smith says something edgy, stop yourself. Be like, wait, does this actually, like, does the energy I'm about to put onto this actually change my life? Will it better anything? Or should I take that energy and maybe go onto, like, DARPA's Twitter and tell them to stop blowing up fuck...
Oh, wait, hold up. We got this.
That you're using to argue with these fucking people that have no power, they have no control of the system. You go put it where it fucking matters, you know? Fucking, if Dave Smith says something edgy, stop yourself. Be like, wait, does this actually, like, does the energy I'm about to put onto this actually change my life? Will it better anything? Or should I take that energy and maybe go onto, like, DARPA's Twitter and tell them to stop blowing up fucking brown kids with my money? You know, oh God, this left libertarian said something about not being mean to trans people. Should I sit there and jump into an argument with them? Or should I, maybe possibly, go on a Republican's fucking Twitter and yell at them to actually fight for gun rights? Get over this high school petty bullshit. Punch up. Punch fucking up. Stop arguing with people that have way more in common with you than these fucking lizard people ass motherfucking elites running around ruining the planet, ruining your world, spying on you, bombing all over the fucking country. Focus on that shit. Get over this fucking nonsense. Fuck.
Wow.
Fucking love this guy, right?
One more time.
Oh, dude, that shit had me so fired up yesterday, because there's some bullshit going on right now in the Libertarian Party, and it needs to fucking stop. Like, why are we fighting with each other? Because we think that we can win, that's it. Like, people are fighting, they're punching down because they want to win a fight. Like, they want to feel powerful.
When in reality, we should be trying to get Stacey Pressman or win New York City
of the fucking population right now. No one in the Libertarian Party is powerful. Like, I don't care who you think you're talking about. I don't care if we're talking about Eric July or Dave Smith or fucking Nick Sarwark. I don't care who the fuck you're talking about. There's no registered Libertarian that has any power in this country. If you are a registered Libertarian, you're nothing. Be something. Because we're nothing right now. We're 1.5% of the population. Like, why are you fighting with another half of that 1%? What the fuck is the point of controlling the 1%? The bottom fucking 1%.
That's absolutely true, man. When I see bootlicking libertarians or hardcore, radical feminazi libertarians, when they post something that I disagree with, I just ignore it. Because I'm like, alright.
It's not that fucking hard. Just, like, fucking unfollow them or some shit. Like, it's not that fucking difficult. Or better yet, like them. Like the post. It's better for the fucking algorithm if they're a well, not the bootlickers. But, like, I mean, for the most part, the, like, feminazi of the libertarians, I don't mind them as much. Like, if they're bootlickers, that's a whole different story. But
bootlickers, like, by far worse, because at least with feminazis, like, sometimes I let them know, yo, look, you might be going through something which is understandable, and just know not all guys are like that, and there are good men out here who want to hold bad men accountable. Just make sure to not come back at me.
Not all women are bad, not all black people are bad, not all white people are bad, not all anything or anything.
We gotta get out of our...
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh. We gotta get out of our...
Of all of the ones to do accidentally, that's the best one. It's like, ha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Just like, hug yourself.
Exactly, right? Shit.
But yeah, like, I mean, fucking like their post and move on with your life. Like, it's not that fucking difficult. Like, I have to keep my sanity, right, on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot now because I actually, like, have a following-ish on Twitter now, and I'm having fun, and, like, I'm having good conversations, and I'm bringing people into the party, so I'm actually on Twitter a lot.
God bless.
Which is kind of weird. It's weird tried to say that I'm doing positive things with my life by spending my day on Twitter because that doesn't sound.
It's
fucking
all about networking. People have a horrible perspective. Sorry to interrupt you. It's just I gotta throw this on there to checkmate it. People have a horrible perspective of, oh, like you're on the technological device that you could use to your advantage, to your entertainment, or to your lack thereof. You know, just to summarize it without a technical term before anybody comes around and guessing they, you know, it's all about how you use it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
100%.
if you're using it to network and build, boom, you ripped it.
Facts. My bad. I didn't mean
Nah,
to
it's
cut
all
you off
good.
there.
Go ahead, continue, brother man.
But yeah, I mean, even with that, like, you still, like, Twitter's still not an accurate representation of life. Like, Twitter's not an accurate representation of me. I know a bunch of people that fucking hate me because of who I am on Twitter. I don't fucking care.
Being all judgmental and shit when they ask not to be judged, and it's just like,
I mean, there's people that I try to avoid in real life because of how they behaved on Twitter and because I've gotten into arguments with them. Like, there's people that I've worked with on campaigns that fucking hate me online, and we get into it all the time. And it's like,
is it really necessary?
It's not. And I've basically stopped. I just started muting them all.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a lolbert and you're replying to my shit, I'm not seeing it. Because I muted you, most likely.
Yeah, we need to focus on solutions. So, yeah, just, you know,
Facts.
to wrap it up for the evening, what we do need to, you know, focus on is, you know, all right, who's running where at, like, depending where you're at. If you're in Florida, who's running in Florida? If you're in Texas, who's running in Texas? You're here in New York, who's running in New York? Let's focus on that.
Yeah.
You know, that should be our biggest focus, you know. And, like, if you're not spreading, like, knowledge about a topic, if it's just blatant hate, if you're not spreading knowledge about it, then you know, that just, you know, needs to stop and shit. You know, because there could even be, like, just blatant hate for bootlickers without any tangible proof as to why. You and I, we provide the tangible proof all the time. I hold women accountable, showing them tangible proof, and it's just like, look, hold your fellow women accountable, because a lot of y'all do post anti-men shit first, and y'all do it day and night. But after that, all right, who are our candidates? What can we do to get them to win? Real simple. I'll give one to myself right there.
Yeah, actually, I'll say this for anybody watching. If you are working on a campaign or if you're running for office, hit me up on Twitter at Fite4Liberty. My DMs are open on that account. Send me like your information, your fucking campaign website, what office you're running for, and everything. I'm trying to put a list together so we actually have like a full and complete list of every fucking Liberty candidate running in the country. So we're going to get that put together. We're going to try to support all of our little peoples this year. Because, like, this year it's a bunch of, like, fucking town councilors and dog catchers and, like, fucking little shit that, like, people don't pay attention to. But these are the campaigns that we can win. These are the campaigns that $1,000 donation is literally a make or break. Like, $1,000 worth of yard signs wins a fucking campaign in some of these races. Like, and we have people that can put that kind of money in there. So, like,
imagine every single libertarian nationwide donating $5 just one time to Stacey's campaign.
Yes.
Say word. You know.
Word. And then if next month you want to give another $5 somewhere, go give it to the Frontier Project. And then next month, if you still want to give out some money, look up Take Human Action and give them some money.
Oh snap! There you
and
go.
Then come back to Stacey's campaign because we need it.
Word up. That's some. Look, we pretty much summed it up this whole evening. You know, we have to be constitutional, respectful, you know, of other people's opinions, and always reverting back to the United States Constitution. Is it constitutional, right? If it is, you know, let's keep it like that. We don't need any statism. No victim cards either. Anybody, you know, take accountability for what's occurring unless it's blatant legislative and or foul misconduct from the red coats, because I'm not pro red coat one bit, and I do want to abolish them, you know. And before anybody comes around and, you know, they hear the word abolish and they be like, believers, we can calmly and intellectually explain to y'all the full-blown function of the United States, a constitutional republic, without any redcoats around to infringe on our rights. But yeah, you know, we gotta get these, you know, great candidates selected. Stacey Pressman again. Shout out Stacey Pressman. We need her elected. And you know, now that it's starting to warm up, we could definitely do more stuff outside. And shit, yeah, before we wrap up, Fight, you know, keep this nice and sweet. You feel me? Is there anything else you would like to touch on?
Well, definitely go subscribe to Fite4Liberty and Fightin' Friends on YouTube. It's 2 different channels. Go subscribe to both of them. Fightin' Friends is an awesome new show that we just launched a couple weeks ago. It's me and my friends Reed Coverdale, Stacia Wilson, and Jeremy Todd. Kind of like making sure the 3 of them co-hosting with me every Monday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. So go subscribe to that because that's a great time. And then Fite4Liberty, definitely subscribe because we're doing some awesome shit. Go check out my video with Phil LeBon from All That Remains because that was fucking lit. Dude, real life rockstar, man. Live and in the flesh. I love it. I love it. We have more backup culturally than we realize. That maybe that's how I want to put the cherry on this. Like, rock and rap and comedy are built from libertarian ideals, and we have so much backup in our fucking culture. This country was built on libertarian ideals, and it's grown on libertarian ideals. Every fucking movement that's happened up until now has been almost completely in line with libertarianism in some way, shape, or form. Like, anti-establishmentarianism, that's fucking running rampant, and it always has been. Like, fucking listen to Pink Floyd or fucking Killer Mike. Like, these people are not fucking around, and we've had this forever, and we need to tap into that a little bit more. And we need to realize that we do have some backup from some of these people. If we become a legitimate movement, like, they'll come. If we build it, they will come. You know?
Word, facts on that, brother man. Very simple, folks. Do you think that housing should be so expensive? Do you think that you should be getting arrested for victimless crimes? Do you think that anybody should be able to cancel you just because they disagree with you? Do you think you should be disarmed and be in a vulnerable position if people come to inflict harm upon you when you were minding your own business? If you disagree with all of those horrible things happening to you, guess what? Your ass might just be a libertarian.
Vote gold like the microphone.
Exactly. And you know, we advocate for the respect and full-blown embracement of everybody's individual, constitutional, inalienable rights, which were also stamped on by the Articles of Confederation, but the Constitution lived on, you know, and elect libertarians into positions. If you have any questions or concerns, you could hit up Fite4Liberty on Twitter and on Instagram. You could hit up the Fix for New York, where you'll find me, your boy Cash, and be able to ask more questions, you know, that we could elaborate on better. Come respectfully. Let's communicate, converse, elaborate, take it from there, because there is a real deep state that we're all hanging out at Epstein's Island. Had to call the pronunciation. Huh?
Fuck the lizard people, bro.
Exactly, B. There you go. And shout out to the guy that you played. I forgot his name. There's so many people.
Magnus.
There you go. Shout out Magnus for acknowledging that as well. There's a lot of stuff going on and shit. And we need to be united now more than ever. And let's get libertarians elected in order to restore our constitutional rights. Like that, we could live free, be as well equipped as possible for anything in life, from money to self-defense to enjoyment of life as well. You gotta be equipped to enjoy yourself. You feel me? Have your stuff ready that makes you enjoy, times that you get to just hang out and chill and shit. So yeah, people, I am one half of the Fix for New York podcast. Your boy Cash First. Once again, you could catch me at the Fix for New York on Instagram. Feel free to become a Patreon. $3 a month helps. Patreon.com/the Fix for New York. My brother D motherfucking Fite4Liberty. Nah, I mean, real libertarians up in this, but if you're anti-authoritarian, you already are a real libertarian, and we all need to unite like a motherfucker.
Liberty, unity all the way.
Exactly. So until next time, people, thanks for tuning in. God bless. Enjoy your evening. Any questions? Again, y'all know where to reach us at. If you don't remember, just hit the rewind button. This will remain on YouTube. Take care. God bless. And we out of here.